and makeovers. Yeah, a lot of people hate doing videos, but who cares if you screw up? Like, who cares? You're a person, you're human. People don't want to see perfect. So, Rebecca, don't even worry about it. Oh, well, thanks, guys. Thanks. So that's why, just keep it real. Like, if you're scared of doing videos, just do a video and get one out of the way and it'll be easy. Okay, upselling. I'm getting back on track. So, really, I'm going to give you guys just some really, really easy upsells. So, if somebody's buying a foundation primer or product, you need to sell them a primer. Like, so if somebody says, "Oh, I've heard about that liquid foundation. Like, that's, you know, tell me about it," and you tell them about it, and they say, "Okay, I'll take one," and then you're like, "Yes, I got a sale," and then you're like, "Okay, like anything else?" And I'm always in the like, okay, so if you're gonna buy the foundation, I'm gonna really encourage you to use our primer with it. Do you use a primer? No. Why would I use a primer? Well, when you use a primer, you're creating like a glass-like surface for your foundation products to go on. So it's not only going to be like more even, it's going to be brighter, it's going to last longer, and the results are going to be better. Can I add one of those to your order for you? Boom, done. Most people like sold. And once they see the difference, so if you're in person, you do their hand with primer and some foundation and the other hand with just foundation, there's a difference. So like you really, if you can visualize, like I use like glass or ice, your skin is like a sponge, so think of all those little like holes and porous little areas that foundation or concealer will suck up into. It'll look, I don't want to say it'll look bad, but it's going to look uneven and it might go darker or lighter in certain areas. So when you go and slide that primer on there, you're equaling out the porosity of their skin. So what it's doing is creating that whole glass-like surface. So then you go to put that foundation on and it's like a smooth rolling surface. And it uses less product, so their product's going to last longer. It applies more even. The longevity of it is going to be longer, and it's just going to give you a better result. So that's a good one. Powder puff brush with every bronzer. Most people don't have a bronzer brush, and you don't want people mixing their bronzer brushes with anything else. So that's usually a no-brainer. So I sell lots of bronzer brushes with bronzer. The angled shadow and sponge brush with every palette. So if somebody's buying a palette, I always am like, okay, they're spending $50, $49, $50. They can buy a $15 brush. So I'm like, listen, it doesn't come with a brush inside. I always recommend people get the angle shadow brush. It's only $15. Do you want me to add that for you? So that's an easy upsell. Obviously a liquid foundation brush with every liquid foundation. So now you've got your primer and your brush added onto your one foundation sale. And I want to give you guys a great example with the kudos. So I had sold a customer of mine an organza foundation last month, and she, you know, saved up a lot. And then she said, "Oh, I love it so much. I'm so glad I got it." And I said, "Well, when you're ready, girl, like, you really need to get the primer and the brush because your results will be even that much better." So she said, "Oh, really?" And I sent her the picture. I'm sure you guys have all seen it floating around, of the orange with the primer and foundation on one side or concealer, and then, you know, the other side. And she's like, "Wow, I'll take one." So I had ordered her my bulk order a primer. Well, primer had been sitting here, and her and I hadn't had a chance to meet up yet. And the kudos came out. And so I knew that she was interested in the brush, but she was waiting. She's about to have a baby. And I had messaged her and just said, "Hey, listen, look at this month's kudos if you're interested." And she's like, "Oh, darn, I wish I hadn't just gotten the primer and the foundation. Otherwise, this would have been a great deal." And I said, "Hey, no big deal. I'll keep the primer and we'll get you the kudos deal. And if anything, you can just stock up now and have some savings." She's like, "Yeah, I don't know." And she's like, she's like, "Actually," well, first she's like, "Yeah, that does sound like a great deal. Let me sit on it and think about it." I said, "Okay, no pressure." I'm not messaging her back. 24 hours later, she said, "Let's do it." So when people can see kind of the value in, a kudos deal or maybe a collection, you then can like transition these upsales into collections or kudos, but don't discount your audience, like in terms of like, "Oh, well, she just bought a foundation, so she's never going to buy another." Do you know how many like kudos? I think I've sold 4 or 5 kudos to people who like don't need foundation or concealer refills, but they want it for the deal, or they wanted the brush, honestly. So they know they're going to use the products. So I'm reaching out to everybody that I know have bought these products before, and kind of offering them that deal. So, upselling, I lost my space, hang on. So those are my kind of, ideas with upselling. Best value quick. And that is really like, so say you're doing, you know, a consult with somebody and they've got a bunch of stuff in front of them in their yes pile. And then you might be able to say, well, if we do this collection, you know, it's only this much more, but you'll get all these products with it. And that's always a great way. So I know sometimes we get excited if they're, you know, if they're getting these products, but then, you know, to be able to say, well, you can get that much more, and it's really only $30 more, they're like, oh, okay. And they can kind of see the value in that. So, oh, I know what I was saying and I lost track. So, if you get excited that, oh, we've got a $150 sale, and you're like, I'm not gonna seem pushy or anything, but like you want to go offer them, you know, the Stroke of Beauty collection, like do it. Like say you can get for $50 more, you can get this much more product. So just being confident in knowing that and making them not feel pressured. I think it's all in your approach. So any questions on upselling? I have one more section and then we're done. Okay. So I like to call this asking and looking for the sale, because sales don't just come to us. So you guys have to actively be working your business. When the first of the month hits, I recharge, reset to zero, just like all of you. We all do. And I need to go out and get myself some sales, because it stresses me out to not have $500 so that I know that I can hit purple. I like to have that done like within the first 3 days, 4 days. Otherwise, like I'm on edge, and that's just me. So I am messaging, I'm emailing, I'm texting, I'm reaching out, I'm following up, I'm following through, I'm talking about it when I go out to dinner, I'm talking about it with my friends, I'm posting a picture. So I'm doing things actively to like really start and recharge my month to get going. And then throughout the month, then I can kind of keep up my pace, and then you know, that's what transitions you into a $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 month, is because you've got this really good lead going, and then you can build off of that. So if the beginning of the month hits and you're like, I'm just so burnt out after last month, I'm just going to take a week off. It's like the kiss of death. You need to just keep going, and you need to stay active. And you have to go out and message people, and you have to go out and suggest, and you have to go out and text, and just be excited about what your business is offering people, and be excited about the products. And I just sent a message out to a customer and said, hey, I know you talked about you might need some more taffeta. Really want you to look at this Kudos deal, because I know you use all these products. And like, that's it. And when you are looking for sales and you need sales, I reach out to people all the time and just am like, hey, look at these lip balms. I know you love all of our lip stuff. Have you tried one yet? And then I have customers that'll be like, oh, awesome. Order me too. You pick the colors. Like once you build a base like that, like you'll have the freedom and flexibility to go out and just be like, hey, just want you to see these deals, or look what just came out. No, I don't feel like I'm being a nag at all. No, I have all the confidence in knowing like that I am building a business that I've invested in and that I wholeheartedly believe in, and I love the makeup, and I feel like people deserve to know that. And the second you can get over feeling like that, Gail, like you will blow your numbers out of the water. So people that come to me and say like, oh, I don't want to be annoying, or I don't want to be a nag. And it's like, there is all different ways to approach this. And like, you're not being an egg. And when you can like forget or not care like what people think. I don't care what people think of me on Facebook. Like if they think I'm annoying, or they think that I'm a nag, or I don't know, like I don't care. I don't think about that stuff. I'm confident in what I'm doing, and they're not seeing my checks. Like, so they can think I'm a nag all I want, but like, go ahead. Like, I'm the one that is reaping the benefits of doing what I'm doing. I don't know how else to say that without like sounding, I don't know, funny or weird, but it's like, I don't care. I really don't care what people think. And like, that has come a lot of within my growth of Younique. And, I have grown into a more confident person, and I don't care if somebody thinks that I'm annoying. So the second you can get over that, the second your business will blossom, and I promise you that. And a lot of us have that fear, and I think I did it first too. And I think my husband said something once like, "Ooh, maybe you should stop putting those eyelash pictures up. Like, take it easy." And I was like, "Whatever, I'm doing it." And his friends would make fun of me, like when we'd get together, like they would like make funny about like they'd be like, "Oh, Christa, like cool pictures," like saying that I was cross-eyed in pictures. Like, I'm like, whatever, like make fun of me all you want, but like make fun of me till I'm walking to the bank. So, and Christy, like, yeah, I mean, who cares? You've been told off once. Like, who cares if people, I mean, I guess I haven't, like, who cares, like, what people think? And I think if you guys can get over that and, like, shame on them for, like, I call it pooping on your happy. Like, you're happy, you're in a happy place. Like, don't let people take that away from you, and be excited in a, like, in a way. I'm sorry, I get so distracted when I start reading your guys' comments. Like, I think that if you can get over that, like, your business will soar. Coworkers make fun. Let them make fun of you. Like, let them make fun of you. Like, just laugh with me. I had so many of my coworkers, like, I mean, I work with 53 women. Like, I'm sure a lot of them have a lot to say, like, here she goes again. And a lot of them are now like, "Oh, how much money are you making? Like, oh, where are you at in the company?" And it's like, boom, told you, ladies. Like, so don't let people take that away from you. And don't let others steal your rainbow, for sure. Or poop on your happy. That's a good one. Okay. Last part, watch your numbers and goal yourself. So if you don't have a goal to work towards, what are you working for? So set yourself some goals, talk to your sponsor. Like I said, like, I have a goal of 125. I want that in the first day. I want my 500 by the first week. Like, I want to be done. Be genuine in your approach. Give yourself time to grow and develop. I think this is huge. This isn't a get rich quick. This isn't, oh, I'm just going to build a huge team and sit back and watch the cash roll in. You have to work your business. People can outrank you. People can skyrocket past you. Just be present and know that whatever you put in is what you get out. Be confident in what you're doing. You guys are working for a fabulous company. You're working for amazing CEOs. You're working for people who have a genuine care for the people that are investing in this business. You are building a sisterhood. You are building friendships, but you're more importantly, like, building yourself. And I think that if you guys can look at it in that sense, like, that is what you're getting out of this business. And then, like, the money comes with it. Commit and know that I tell people when they sign up with me that they need to make a 6 to 12 month commitment of, like, really wholeheartedly working with me to work their business, and, like, not just dipping in here and there, and not doing it when they feel like it, and not like, oh, well, I'll just post something in the morning, but no one's buying anything, so I guess this doesn't work. It's like, no, I'm just going to keep going. Like, I'm going to keep trying, and I'm going to commit to this, and I'm really going to commit to this. Think of this as, like, your own business, you guys. Like, think about if you opened up on your main street downtown, like, shout it out to the world. Like, you are building a business. Like, you're building a business. This is your business. You can do whatever you want with it. And how you approach it and how you invest in it and how you treat it and how you nurture it is really going to show how it grows. And my last quote that I like to live by, it's a Gandhi quote, and it says, "I will never allow anyone to walk through my mind with their dirty feet." So, going back to the negativity and the stigma around direct sales or any of that, like we talked about, like, don't let them in. Don't let their dirty feet on your mind. So it's not their place, and you're the only one that allows them in there. So if you let them in, they can tear you down. If you just say, get out, on to the next, And it says, I always feel like I have to read it. I will never allow anyone walk through my mind with their